Did you know that the biggest barrier to your success might be staring back at you in the mirror? Yes, it's not the economy, it's not the lack of resources, and it's certainly not the naysayers. It's you. But don't worry, it's not just you, it's most of us. We all have been there, unknowingly sabotaging our own success. And today, we're going to identify these self-imposed barriers. And of course, we'll also learn how to overcome them. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on our next videos. All right, let's start with the word success. What comes in your mind when you hear this? Is it about having a high-paying job, a fancy car, a big house? Is it about fame, power, or wealth? These are the traditional definitions of success that society often feeds us. But let's challenge these cliches. Success is not a one-size-fits-all concept, to be honest. It's not like an end goal. It's more a continuous process of growth and improvement, becoming the best version of yourself. Achieving those personal goals, no matter how big or small they may be. When we think of people like Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, we say they are just incredibly wealthy and influential. But their success is not just about their wealth or fame. It's actually about their impact, their contribution to the world. We live in a world that is obsessed with fame and recognition. We are constantly bombarded with images of celebrities and influencers, making us believe that so-called fame is the ultimate measure of success. But this is a dangerous misconception. Fame and recognition are fleeting. They come and go. Personal success, on the other hand, is enduring. A teacher who inspires her students to become lifelong learners. A doctor who saves lives. A musician who touches people's hearts with his music. A mother who raises kind and compassionate children. Aren't they successful too? Yeah, they may not be very famous or super rich, but they are successful in their own right. They have made that positive impact in their own sphere of influence. They have achieved their personal goals. They have found fulfillment and happiness in what they do. Now that we've redefined success, let's talk about the first common mistake that is holding us back from achieving it. Imagine you're standing on the edge of a cliff, holding onto a branch. You see another branch just within your reach that could take you higher. But to grab it, you'd have to let go of the branch you're currently holding. Would you take the risk? Or would you stay where you are, clinging to the safety of your current branch? This is the dilemma that many of us face when it comes to success. We're afraid to let go of what we have, even if it's holding us back from reaching greater heights. This fear of loss is deeply ingrained in our psychology. It's known as loss aversion, a concept first identified by psychologists Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman. They found that people feel the pain of loss twice as intensely as the pleasure of gain. This means we're more likely to stick with what we know, even if it's not serving us, simply because we're afraid to lose it. Growth and comfort do not coexist. To grow, to succeed, we need to step out of our comfort zone. We need to take actual risks. We need to let go of the branch we're holding and reach for the one that can take us higher. Moving on, have you ever looked at a successful person and thought, I could never do that? Well, many of us tend to overestimate the difficulty of success. We see the end result, the fame, the wealth, the influence, and think it's unattainable. But no, success is not as elusive as it seems. Like we defined success earlier, it's more like a journey, not an end goal. Consider the story of Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. He grew up in a poor neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York. His family struggled financially, and he had to work odd jobs to help make ends meet. But Schultz believed in himself and his ability to succeed. He worked hard, took risks, and never gave up. Today, Schultz is a self-made billionaire and the man behind one of the most successful coffee chains in the world. Next up, there's another common mistake of following paths that others have tread, often without questioning if they're the right ones for us. It's easy to look at someone else's journey and think, if I just do what they did, I'll be successful too. Well, what works for one person may not work for another. Each of us has our own unique set of skills, experiences, and passions. Our path to success should reflect that. Now, don't get us wrong. Learning from others' mistakes and successes can provide valuable insights, but we can't simply replicate someone else's journey and expect the same results. According to a study by Startup Genome, 70% of startups fail due to premature scaling. This means they tried to grow too quickly, often by following the paths of successful companies without considering if those strategies were right for them. Again, they saw the end result, the success, but failed to consider the unique journey that led to that success. The fourth mistake is holding on to outdated mentalities. In this rapidly evolving world, clinging to so-called outdated mentalities can be a major roadblock to success. It's like trying to navigate today's world with a map from a decade ago. You'll end up lost and even more confused. For one, the mentality of hard work equals success. Yes, hard work is undoubtedly important, but it's not the only factor. Today, working smart is equally, if not more, important. You can leverage technology, optimize productivity, and learn to adapt. Take the belief that failure is bad. This mentality can paralyze us with fear and prevent us from taking risks. However, in reality, failure is just an integral part of success. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. As Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." There's another common mistake: fear of appearing foolish. We've all been there. The fear of looking foolish can be paralyzing. It can stop us from asking questions, trying new things, or maybe stepping out of our comfort zone. But guess what? Everyone makes mistakes. It's how we learn and grow. It's what makes us human. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, had no experience in fashion or retail when she started. She made plenty of mistakes along the way, but she wasn't afraid to look foolish. She embraced her mistakes and learned from them. Today, she's a self-made billionaire. Moving on to the sixth mistake: resistance to starting due to perceived obstacles. Starting can often be the hardest part of any journey. We come up with a million reasons not to start. Man, I'm not ready. I just don't have enough experience. I don't have enough money. But these are just perceived obstacles. They're not real unless we make them real. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, faced numerous obstacles when he started. He was rejected from almost 30 jobs, including KFC. He was rejected from Harvard for around 10 times, but he didn't let these perceived obstacles stop him from starting. Today, he's one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. Next, we know ambition is the fuel that drives us towards our goals. It's like the burning desire to achieve something greater. But what happens when that ambition is lacking? What happens when we don't have a compelling reason to succeed? Without ambition, our journey towards success becomes aimless. We become like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in the sea of life. We need that burning desire, that compelling reason to push us forward, to keep us going even when the going gets tough. Did you know Elon Musk had a compelling reason to succeed? To make life multiplanetary and ensure the survival of the human species. This ambitious goal has driven him to create SpaceX, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in space travel. So, having a clear goal and a strong why can be your greatest motivator. Find your purpose and let it drive you towards your success. Mistake number 8 is lack of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. And let's be real, it's not something you're born with. It's a skill that can be developed. Try to set clear goals. Know what you want to achieve and why. It will give you a direction and a purpose. Then establish a daily routine that supports that purpose. This creates structure and makes it easier to stick to your commitments. All right, before we wrap up, let's get to the mistake number 9. Maintaining a poor mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. You know, it shapes your beliefs, your attitudes, and your actions. A poor mindset can be a major obstacle to success. It can hold you back, keep you stuck, and prevent you from reaching your full potential. However, just like discipline, mindset is not fixed. It can be changed. Only you have the power to shift your mindset from negative to positive, from fixed to growth, from scarcity to abundance. So try to practice positive self-talk. Be mindful of the way you talk to yourself. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones, and watch how it transforms your life. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the info in this video, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you found yourself falling victim to? Are there any other you've identified that weren't mentioned? Drop your comments below. And if there's any topic you'd like us to cover in future videos, let us know that too. Before you go, don't forget to check out our video on 6 dividend stocks to get rich and live off forever. Charlie Munger. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.